Hello everyone, this is methlokaiju, and today I'll be doing another video, this time a speculation video for Godzilla vs. Kong. So, spoilers ahead for Godzilla King of the Monsters. Of course, you should have seen the movie already, like at least 2 times. Please go watch the movie if you haven't and you're looking at this video. Please go watch it. Anyhow, now some of you guys may go in the comments and say, hey, there's a plot leak out there for Godzilla vs. Kong. And trust me, I've read all of them, unless there's a new one that popped up this week, specifically this week. If there isn't any new ones this week, then yeah, I've already read it. And what I think of them, yeah, they're completely fake, okay? So many contradictions from, from what Michael Dougherty has said, the Aftershock comic, what else, the novelization. They even say Charles Dance is like the main star in the movie, even though he's not in Godzilla vs. Kong, so that just completely refutes them all. And also, why would there be plot leaks this early on when they're barely in post-production? They're probably going to do reshoots, and there hasn't even been a test screening. Yeah, how? How is that possible? Makes absolutely no sense, and that is why I think they're all completely BS, and I'm pretty sure that's the unanimous consensus as well. So, anyhow, this will be a speculation video, so let's continue. And also, if you're wondering about the whole Charles Dance down in Godzilla vs. Kong, I will be going a little bit into that in this video in a few seconds. So I'll say it again and again that I believe Mechagodzilla will be in Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm not 100%, I'm not even 80% or 70% sure, I'm like 60% sure he's in it. So there's still, 40% of me still saying, nah, he's not really gonna be in it. So, I'm a bit conflicted, but I'm leaning more towards Mechagodzilla being in the movie. And if you're wondering why do you think that, well, just check my newspaper clippings video. I delve more into that, my reasoning, of course. Now, some may ask, what about that post-credit scene for King of the Monsters? Well, very good question, as it has me a bit confused as well. But I think it may be a tease for Godzilla 3 rather than Godzilla vs. Kong. And honestly, I wasn't really too sure about that claim, but honestly, I just don't see how that post-credit scene fits into Godzilla vs. Kong. And another reason, I think the main reason, is because Charles Dance himself has confirmed he won't be in Godzilla vs. Kong. If you want to see the actual video where he says this, then just check the description, because I'll be giving you guys a link to that information. Now, a rebuttal I see coming is that Stenz wasn't announced to be in King of the Monsters and wasn't officially known until trailer number 2. Well, in that scenario, Stenz didn't outright say he wasn't in it, which is not the case here. So, since Charles Dance is seemingly not in Godzilla vs. Kong, therefore his tampering with the Ghidorah head and the results of it also shouldn't be in Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, Dance could be outright lying, but honestly, I don't really think he is, nor do I want him to be lying, because if he isn't, then Godzilla vs. Kong is definitely not going to be about Godzilla vs. Kong. It's going to be way too convoluted, way too messy. It's going to be a total train wreck. I mean, we're going to have, what, Mechagodzilla, Godzilla, Kong, I guess maybe Mothra in there, the Ghidorah hybrid. I mean, come on, that is just too much. That is way too much. And hopefully that isn't the case, which, I think isn't. Since that is out of the way now, let me go through the next hurdle. Why would humans want to build a robot replica of Godzilla rather than, a humanoid one, like Gypsy Danger or something? And this is a very good question that pretty much kills every single person who said, hey, maybe Mechagodzilla's in the Monsterverse, but you know what? I have an answer to this. I finally have an answer to this. The reason why is because maybe they want to confuse and control the Titans. So at the end of King of the Monsters, Godzilla's the alpha and controls all the Titans. Well, almost all of them. So those who want to control the Titans, say like the government or like some anti-Titan terrorist group or something, would want to make a replica of the alpha or the controller of all these Titans, which in this case is Godzilla, so that the extra Titans get confused and obey this replica who they believe is the alpha. And maybe they also implant an Orca device on this replica to have a deeper control on the extra Titans, so that whenever these extra Titans, try and beat up this replica, the replica just, uses the Orca device, and then it calms them down, and then the extra Titans can be on Mechagodzilla's side or something. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good answer to that question. Now, next hurdle. Why and how would Godzilla and Kong fight? I'm clueless. Honestly, I do have a couple of ideas, so I guess I'll just spout them out right here. So, first scenario is that Kong leaves Skull Island because the Skull Crawlers, which were awoken by Ghidorah's call, overrun the island, and also to an extent the Titans that are also revealed to be converging on Skull Island. Kong ends up on the mainland, disturbing the peace, so Godzilla shows up. Second scenario. Kong does fend off the newly awoken Skullcrawlers, but wants revenge for causing pointless chaos on his island, and he perceives Godzilla as the one that did the mass awakening call, and therefore awakening the Skullcrawlers. Scenario number 3. The extra Titans converge on Skull Island, as the newspaper clippings say, but Kong kills them. Godzilla realizes that his, for lack of a better term, disciples are getting killed by some threats, so he comes to avenge them and perceives Kong as not obeying the natural order, and obviously as a threat. And number 4 is a bit of a hybrid scenario where the Skullcrawlers awoken by Ghidorah's call get killed by Kong successfully. The Titans that converge on Skull Island do so as they perceive Kong as the alpha, and then Kong decides to take revenge on the one who did the mass awakening call, who he believes Godzilla is the culprit. So those are my 4 scenarios. Out of all of these, I'm not sure which one I would go with, or what I think they would go with. So I guess you guys can discuss in the comments below which scenario do you think would make more sense for Legendary to do. Whatever the case may be, I don't quite know how Mechagodzilla would fit on all this, to be honest. If he's in Godzilla vs. Kong, which again is just speculation and not confirmation. If Mechagodzilla is in it, then maybe the Titans converge on Skull Island because they see Mechagodzilla as the alpha or something. I have no idea. And also, who uses Mechagodzilla? Is it like some anti-Titan terrorist group? Or is it the government? Or is it Monarch for some reason, even though they pretty much have allegiance with the Titans, kind of? Maybe they just want to kind of control the Titans on Skull Island and kind of do the job of Kong. But again, Kong is already there, so why do you need a mech in Skull Island? So yeah, I'm not too sure how Mechagodzilla would fit into the equation. So that is all for this video. Please tell me in the comments below, what do you think will be happening in Godzilla vs. Kong? Who do you think will be the main villain? Do you think Mechagodzilla even is in Godzilla vs. Kong? Or do you think it's, the Ghidorah hybrid? Which, if it is, then I'm not sure how they'll do it without Charles Dance being in the movie, because again, he isn't in the movie unless Charles Dance is completely lying, which I honestly doubt. So anyhow, you guys can, just discuss that in the comments below. That is all for this video. Subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju, signing out.